Hello, 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 everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, happy time zones. Hi, guys. How's everyone doing today? How are we all doing, my friends? How is your Sunday? I know we are starting late, and my chair is still being my chair, and all the things. But we are definitely going to take advantage of the last day of double XP and see if we can't manage to get to Prestige 3 by the end of stream. Anything is possible. I don't know that it's actually going to happen, but we're definitely going to do our best to get close. We are for sure going to do our best to get close. So we can at least enjoy some music and a party popper too. And I discovered this last night goofing around. If you cycle through, it'll just pop anyway. Because, we're ridiculous and this is what we do. And I don't know what is up with my sounds. I can't hear the game sounds. Maybe once we're in a game we can. Alrighty, let's up the ghosty speed.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. No report this time. Be careful. You're going in blind.
Alright, we have Linda Robinson. Video of a ghost. Repel while it's chasing. That one we're not gonna do because we have 150 speed ghost on. We are no way. And 3 unique photos. Like pretty much all week we are just going for some evidence and not some evidence for getting the ghost and getting some objectives, getting some media, and then just getting out. And hold on one moment, I gotta fix my chair. I don't know what the heck I did with it. Alright. That's much better. I don't know what I did. It was like it was shoving me forward. Anyway. What did everyone do this weekend? Did anyone do anything fun, different? We just lay around the house doing nothing? Sometimes those are the best days. Oh, I did not look in the cameras to see what room we had. And I still gotta fix this volume or something. I don't know what is going on. Okay, let's see if this is better. It seems to be. I heard something. Oh, come on. Okay, so we don't have anything downstairs. Looks like we have the female wing. Let's grab the bone. And let's grab our cursed object, which is the music box. Okay, let's get down this hall. So, last night, for giggles, I tested out, or tried to do, a full Sunny Meadows. No real logic to it, to me attempting to do it. Except that I was mostly curious as to like how much XP you could get if you got it right with the whole thing. Yeah, I don't think I ever actually found the ghost, which was part of the problem. And yeah, it didn't really do anything for me. And mostly I just got reminded how big this map actually is. And I thought doing a full Sunny instead of doing like high school would be easier, but I'm not convinced. I think maybe me trying high school would have been easier. Oh, we've got dirty water. So, Ghosty, and there's breath. So, Ghosty is in the bathroom. We'll get you in there. We need the other one. But at least... How do I get around? There we go. At least I have an idea of where it is. That, oh my gosh. Okay. That made a whole big difference. I don't know what... Maybe my settings have been just funky on my OBS for a minute and I didn't notice or something. I don't know. But... Oh, thanks, Ghosty. Thanks for turning off the power on me. I don't have my headlamp on. I do. Anyway, I just, adjusted one of my settings in OBS, and suddenly, like, I can hear everything better. Gee. Okay, so we need the other crew seat. That room is kind of big. And that... Oh, I still have the camera in my hand, so I guess this is all we're taking for now. Sanity is tolerable. And we do know, since it turned off the power, that Ghosty is not a Djinn. Maneuvering around all of this, like, fallen, throne, etc. stuff is, special. It's not easy. Okay, so if I put you there, I can move this one more like here, I think. What were our objectives again? Video of the ghost. Okay. Well, and do... Okay, we could get one more picture. And that's everything that we had in our hands. Yep, we have freezing. Okay. Let's go grab some more things. Sorry about that. It's like all of my settings are all doofy today. But we've got ghosties to find, so we're just gonna hope that they come out decently on the other end. Ghosty turned off the power again. Oh, and we need to put our freezing in there. Ghosty, I know you like it being dark, but I don't love it being dark. I do not. I mean, I guess I appreciate you trying to conserve power or something, considering this building is abandoned, so there shouldn't really be power to it anyway. Did I forget to turn this light off? I'm going to assume so. Okay, and we'll check for orbs. Make sure there's no orbs like behind me. Okay. I don't see any, so we're gonna assume that there's no orbs. And that point out into the room. Yeah, that's fairly decent. Alright, we are probably at a point where we are going to need some sanity meds. And we just need to get, you know, more stuff in general. Alright, so we're gonna check the camera for a minute. See if it sees anything. Alright, well, it doesn't look like the camera saw anything. Nope. So, let's get more stuff in there. I know I've said it before, but I've just... You know, as much as I'm getting more used to this map and everything else, I'm always afraid I'm gonna get stuck on something. Okay, let's just put you down for the moment. Get some salt. I don't know where else I want to put salt, so for the moment we're just going to leave it. What door was that? It sure didn't seem like this door. Where are you? Where are you? Oh. Hey, where are you? Okay. We are gonna go back to the van. We forgot to take meds. We probably need them. And we don't have sprint on this, or I would be running, because we are going very slow. At least it seems to me like we're going really slow. As I walk into a bookshelf, which is not real helpful. Okay, cool. We did need a video. I'm glad I remembered the right thing. I knew it was a thing of the ghost, but I couldn't remember or I wasn't certain that it was a video and not a photo. Okay, let's get our spirit box in there. Let's look at our sanity. Our sanity is not that bad, so I don't think it's a Morai. The other night, actually I think it was last night, for giggles I was playing a couple of rounds. Like I said, I tried to do a full one to kind of see what the double XP for that would be, and I don't think I ever found anything, so I just gave up. But I did do a couple, I did a couple where I started at 75% sanity, but I kept forgetting. So I went in, all the things, got the evidence, was thinking it was a Morai because of how low my sanity was. Then realized that I started at 75%. So then second guessed myself that it wasn't a Morai, because after that it didn't tank my sanity that bad, and it was totally a Morai. So don't second guess yourself. Go with your gut. Okay, well we're not getting dots. We don't see orbs. So if I take orbs away and dots away, oh, nobody's going to give us dots anyway. EMF is twins. UV, I don't think it's a mimic. Alrighty tighty. It's not going to be a wraith. I don't know, we'll take a motion sensor for video purposes. And like this time I sort of feel like it could be a Morai, but again, it hasn't really tanked our sanity, and it should have. So I don't know. I don't know. Okay, well, it definitely walked through the salt, but we also weren't worried about that. We do, however, need some fingy prints, or need to see if we can get fingy prints. Alright, well, we have a motion sensor video. Come on, Ghosty, can you go through my salt, please? You did earlier. I just really want to be sure that there's no UV. Also, where is the ghostwriting book? Where is it? I don't see the ghostwriting book anywhere. We brought one in, right? I'm sure we did. Okay, so if we assume that means no ghostwriting, we're probably looking at twins. So we need to... What the heck was that? Oh, it wasn't walking through the salt. Jeez. I'm losing my mind. You know what? I think we're gonna guess. I think we're gonna go with twins and just call it so that we can get on to doing the next one. Because our goal kind of is to, you know, get as many games in as we can to get as much, take advantage of the double XP, right? So... I think we're just gonna go with twins and call that good. Make sure I have it marked. I do.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
And we were correct with twins. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Oh, we must have hit a daily or something as well. No? We just... Well, I will take it. I will absolutely take it. That got us up to 71. That one was longer than I would have liked, but that's okay. Where was the bone supposed to be? Female room 5. Well, we don't mind that it's kind of glitchy. Where do we want to go next? I don't want to strictly do sunny all day, even though that's probably going to give us more XP than other places. But I don't want to strictly do sunny all day. I think we'll all be miserable Mostly me. If we do sunny all day. Alright, let's do a Point Hope. Why not?
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the
Right,
investigation.
Larry Carey. Two sounds,
Violence, but keep an eye out.
sanity below 25, and hunting with a crucifix. And I do have power starting on this custom, which drops it to like a 5.45, which I think is kind of funny. You know, when you've got a 150 speed ghost, and yeah, it's 5.45 to do the... Well, we have no bathroom hiding. Or I guess no shower stall hiding, more accurately. Do we have this weird hiding spot back there? No. I don't like that hiding spot, mostly because I get stuck behind the door. And we don't have... Oh! Because I have lost my mind. There is no hiding on this custom. That's how it gets to be... the setting it is. We are just losing it, folks. Losing it. Okay, well, you could be down there. Oh, we didn't look to see if there was tarot. We should do that. Okay, you're not here. And you're also not here. And there's no mirror. Pretty sure it was down on the first floor. Okay. No Ouija board. And no summoning circle. But we do have a bone. No Jerry either. Alright, so our object must be... I guess I'll check temps while I'm here, although, like I said, I'm pretty sure we know where it is. And since we're all the way up here, we might as well go photograph the monkey paw. And all the way down we go. That is absolutely the downside to doing Point Hope. I like the lighthouse map. The top 3 levels could have been 1 level. That's my opinion about it. Yep, you are for sure in here. I can't look at a camera. There is no camera in there right now, Ed. You have to put one in there. Durr. And Ghosty turned off the power, but power is right here. And then we'll get this crucie over here. I think we have most of the room covered that way. Powerful graphics engine. I can't read the side of it. Guide to something. Whispering in the something or other. Studio 29. Funny stories. Anyway. Is that everything in my hands? It is. Now we can look at a camera. And we have Orbeez. But let's see if it finds anything else. You know, besides the Orbeez. Alright, well, it hasn't. And it hasn't recorded anything else. We'll go ahead and mark off orbs. But remember, it could be a mimic. Okay, we'll take you and you and you. And we'll go get more stuff. Doop 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 doo. Don't be a mimic, don't be a mimic. Do 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 do. I don't know. I'm just, you know. Alright, ghost. Walk through the salt, please. Walk through the salt, pretty please. Oh, and where's my camera? We have feet. We have feet. Okay, so that could still be a mimic. And we have freezing. Okay, so we have a Hantu or a mimic. What is spirit box? Okay. Where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you far? Are you friendly? Are you old? Are you young? You just turned on the TV. Where's that remote? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? According to this, you're like right there. Okay, what sound recorder? So let's go get a couple of sounds to at least get that objective, and then we'll get out of here. And we can grab a candle to get the sound of the firelight. Okay, is that our two sounds? Is that the two sounds we needed? We've got two sounds, and you keep turning on and off the light, weirdo. Alright, let's make sure we circle it, because I almost pushed the van button and didn't. Alright, let's see. Let's see. What did we get? We were correct with a Hantu. Bum, 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 bum. And we got a daily. So this should take us to level 72. Which at least gets us closer. No, we don't need to watch it do that. Okay, where to? Actually, before we pick our next map, let's update our ghosty. I'm determined to try and remember to actually do that today. Let's take a quick break. We are probably going to take breaks more often today, just because my tummy is being a little burbly, and I'm not going to give you all the details because you all don't want to know those anyway. But we're probably going to take a few more breaks than we normally do. So let's take a quick break, think about what map we want to do next. I am down for ideas or suggestions. We're not going to do large maps, and we're not going to do prison because those are just going to take too long. But otherwise, I'm down for suggestions. So we will be back in just a minute. Alright, I am back. What do we think? What's our opinion of a map? What map should we go to? Should we grab... Get all this junk off of here. Oh, hide. There we go. Let's spin the wheel. See what the wheel says. It is not spinning very well. That's for sure. Okay, let's do Bleasdale. Why not? Oh, and I guess we should put our note back in chat. Okay, let's do a Bleasdale, and then after this, we are definitely gonna just go back to Sunny Meadows. Sunny Meadows is, I think, a little bit quicker than Bleasdale and stuff, but I do want to kind of mix it up today. Alright, who are we looking for? Janice Wright. Witnessed a ghost event, photo of the ghost, and then escaped during a hunt. Oh, and we have Sunrise. Oh, and just a reminder for anyone, today is the last day to get your drops, so if you don't have them yet... Oh, I thought the ghosty had turned on a light. No, it was just a lighting glitch. Well, we're back here anyway, so we might as well check here, right? No Ouija board. I'm just having issues with these doors today. Okay, and power is back here. That is good to know. Don't be a patio ghost. Don't be a patio ghost. Don't be a patio ghost. I don't know why I keep checking the hiding spots. I mean, it's not a bad thing that I keep checking the hiding spots, except that there is no hiding on this setting. But somehow I check them anyway. I keep thinking that I'm seeing my breath, and then it turns out not to be the room. No music box. Okay, so unless it is indeed outside, it must be upstairs. Are you a hallway ghosty? Nope. What about a trophy room ghosty? We do have the mirror. And we might just look in the mirror. We'll check these rooms and then I think we'll look in the mirror. I don't know why I wanted to switch hands. That's ridiculous. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, folks. Don't know what I'm doing. We're all losing it. Yeah, these lighting things are kind of an issue. Because I feel like I can't tell when lights are on or not. Okay, that's not really the right way to put that. I can't, like, I can tell that these lights are on, but then there are other times where out of the corner of my eye, it looks like a light is on, and I'm like, oh, the ghost turned on a light. And the ghost soups did not turn on a light. Okay, we're gonna drop that, do this. Where is that? I don't want to look in the mirror more than that because, you know. Nothing seems out of place though. No, I think we blew the power. So even with looking in the mirror, I still don't really think I know where the ghost is. Because, like, I was thinking, based on that, it should be, like, right here, but... I'm not getting anything. it's the creepy child. Hi, creepy child. Go away, creepy child. Bye. Ugh. Okay, well, Ghosty was in here. Are you still in here? We're just a foyer ghost. We are just a foyer ghost, and... So what was the mirror showing me? That? Maybe? Okay, well, we know where it is finally. We've only wandered around here for 1,000 years. Oh, hey, look, there's the bone. And we got the bone and the mirror. Grab you, and you, and you. And not really surprised, considering we did look in the mirror. Our sanity is super tanked. And Ghost turned out the power again. Let's get... It drives me bonkers how finicky this thing can be sometimes. It really does. Alrighty. Power on. Okay, that was everything. Okay, so... Let's check mirror placement. Alright, mirror placement. Let's check that. Let's check camera placement. Yeah, I think that works. I don't see any orbs. Camera doesn't seem to see any orbs. Okay, let's get the dotties in there. And the UV. And we'll get all of this stuff in, and hopefully it starts giving us some evidence, since it took us 4,000 years to find it. We're gonna do floor dotties, I think. Yeah, I think that'll work okay. Alright, so let's grab some salt. That way we can check for UV, also see if it steps in it. Check for footies. And we need a spirit box. Oh, cool. Well, we've got the 2 objectives that we were going to be able to get anyway. Nice. I love it when a plan comes together, even if it comes together by accident. Let's put motion sensor right there. We're going to put you down for the moment. think. No, actually, I lied. Well, where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you far? Are you close? Are you young? Are you old? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, those lights were also off too. Cool. Okay, so we go with no spirit box. Okay, ghost farted on me. Where is this damn thing? I mean, that's still the coldest room in the whole space, but it's just like... it's being super poopy. And the ghost can't change rooms. So it's just being poopy for the sake of being poopy. Stop hissing on me. You're being a poopy ghost, and I would like you to stop being poopy. And see, it knocked over stuff in here, but it's definitely not in here. It also knocked over stuff in here. Because now it's in here. Yeah, this custom has the ghost room locked. It shouldn't be changing rooms. And maybe it isn't. Maybe it just followed me around. I don't know. But I'm kind of tired of it. So now we'll just move everything into this room. Move it all in here. Move it all in here. That's full hands, right? Yes. The spoon is very strategically balanced there. Oh, it is hunting me, and we're just... there's nothing we can do. We have no evidence. I'm gonna guess Banshee because it's followed us around, but I have no idea. We're just... I mean, we literally just found the correct ghost room, so no clue. Let's see what happens. It was a Raiju. We weren't even close. We weren't even close to anything at all. We got $100. So, oh well. Okay. We are going to double check in case I'm just hallucinating. Yeah, changing favorite room. None. Why were you being such a jerk? Jerky ghost. We might have to do another Bleasdale, just to do one. We might have to.
New intel. Reports of light switching. Possibly harmless, but be careful out there.
Okay, grab our stuff. Who do we have? Robert Pettit. Escape during a hunt? Nope. Sanity below 25? Maybe. And parabolic? Also maybe. I don't love the parabolic objective because in theory it's easy. In reality, at least for me, I know there are people out there that, like, you know, walk in the room, turn on the parabolic, and immediately get a sound. I'm not one of them. And there are plenty of times where I wander around the whole place trying to get the ghost to do a parabolic noise. Yeah, in the ghost room, out of the ghost room, down the hall, up the... all of the places, and it doesn't do it. Okay, we have one of the downstairs wings. And it's just... I don't know what it is. Like I said, I know of people who can get it immediately. Monkey paw. But I'm not one of them, so... Oh, I shouldn't have clicked off the camera so fast because we can get the bone. Hello, bone. Fancy seeing you right there. Oh, that goes this way. There is the power. Hey. Right, so we have that wing. It would be kind of awesome if you were just right here. Oh, and there's another... We found another one of the monkey paw tags. I wish to be safe. Alright, cool. So that should be added in here now. Yep. Neato. Alright. Are you in here? You're in here. That's awesome. Thanks for, I guess, doing something I kind of wanted you to do. Put you there. Half missing under the tile. I will never see that one again. I will super not. And this glitch just... What the heck? Like, the floating books, people. The floating books. Like, I figured the first time I had it do that, it was just, like, a rando thing. You know. Sometimes stuff glitches. But it's like... It's like a full-on feature now. A video camera. And our sanity is good. Where am I going? I'm going this way. I was gonna walk straight through to, like, the chapel or something. Or try to go in one of the upstairs wings, which wouldn't have worked. Okay, what else is in my hand? Dotties, dotty waddies are in my hand. Oh, oh. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. There we go. Alrighty. Alrighty. Up the stairs we go. And we're gonna check the video camera, of course, first. And see if it sees anything. Then we are gonna grab ghostwriting. That would be dots and orbs. Alright, let's let it record for a minute, because hopefully it catches the other one too. Because that was orbs that it caught. But hopefully it records dots also. Let's see, did it? Oh, it recorded a thrown object though. I'll take that. But it would be really nice if it would catch the dots. Because we have, with those, these are our options. So, right, let's get the EMF and the ghostwriting, and we'll get the UV in there. And we'll get these all down there, and we will doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. We'll see if maybe we can catch the dotties while we're down here. Okay, where do I put things so that I'll be able to find them later? Alright, Ghosty, do you want a dots? We saw dots, right? Words are hard sometimes. We saw dots, right? Like, I wasn't just imagining it. We totally saw dots. Okay. Right, well, since you insist on doing nothing when I'm in here. Where is the thermo? Oh, it's under the camera. Okay, camera, go that way. Thermo. Not yet freezing. But at least it is still cold there, and we are not dealing with another wandering room something or other. Okay, get our spirity box, get some salt for the UV, and a motion sensor. And we'll do this again for a second. And it finally recorded, Axeman, Hatchet Man, whatever you are, Robert. Dottie's finally got recorded. So that's all we have, right? Yeah. Is dots and orbs. But we'll get more stuff in there, and then we'll see. We will see, we will see. Okay. That's not an EMF 5, but we do at least have a photo. Hi, Dots. Hey, you want to do that again for a photo? No? No? Never when I'm prepared, I know. Okay. No footies. I mean, it hasn't touched the door to my knowledge, so I'm not really wasn't expecting there to be fingies. But a girl could hope. That's not the button, that's the button. We'll do one more there for good measure. Okay, still no footies. But maybe I can get a motion sensor video. Then where's my camera? Okay, we gotta sort out our hands. Did I get it? No. Come on, Ghosty, let's go. Oh, then I didn't get it fast enough, because that would be a me problem. Alright, that time we got the motion sensor. That's not the button, Ed. This is, there we are. Now let's see if we can get a photo of the dots. That's just an EMF 3. That's going to be a delete. Okay, so if we go with no ghostwriting and no UV, where's the light switch? Where are you? Are you near? All of the ghosts that we've encountered in here all say they've been taken away. And considering where we are, that's probably a pretty accurate statement. Is that gonna count? No. I don't know why it would have, truly. But, man, a girl could hope. Because I was doing it through the door. Alright, we have one more shot at trying to get a dots photo, and then we know what it is, so we're gonna get out of here. Okay, well, I'm not gonna wait for it to give me a dots picture forever anyway. So, I guess let's go. We know what it is. We've been in the map for probably like 15 minutes. I don't know. We'll find out. And yeah, if we're gonna try and get as far as we can, like I said, I don't know that we're gonna really be able to actually proceed by the end of stream today. But we're gonna try. And then we'll go back to doing some other stuff. You know, working on doing our 2 evidence runs more often. I do kind of have a challenge wheel that I've set up. And we were correct with a yokai. Ba-ba-ba-bum! And not as good as we would have liked, but it's still better than nothing. Yeah, 17 minutes. So. And the bone should have been in hospital room 5. Let's see if there's stuff we can get. Oh, better parabolic. That's useful. I guess we'll go ahead and at least upgrade the sound sensors. We don't use them. I don't think we want the upgraded motion sensor. I mean, we have the money. We could still get it. Okay. Turn on the parabolic. Turn on the sound sensor. We're going to leave the motion sensor at what it's at. Okay. Boop, 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 boopity boo. Yeah, let's just do another sunny restricted.
Alright, we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
Okay. Get our stuff. Who are we looking for? Ronald Dixon. Hold on 1 second. I've got to take a look at a text message. Hold on. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta answer the work texts, even on your day off. Sometimes you just gotta. Hey, Ronald Dixon wants what? Parabolic, sound recorder, and cleanse the area. We like the cleanse the area. Okay, so this is gonna be medical wing, right? Because we don't have any cameras down there, or there aren't any cameras down there. See if we could be super lucky and just have foyer orbs. I almost said obes. I don't know what obes are, but maybe we could have those in the foyer too. I don't know. And power is right here. I always like it when the power is right by the front. It would also be kind of nice if the ghosty was right near the front. Ghosty! Ghosty, ghosty! Are you gonna be right here? You're gonna be nice to me? No. Nope, you're not gonna be nice and be right here. But at least your bone is right here. Definitely makes my life easier. And we'll check temperatures in here too, just because. Oh, and we still need to update our counters. See, this is why sometimes I just don't bother, because I forget every time. But we should update the counters. Especially since we did. Now that one is blocked off again. Is that door just always blocked off? And I don't play full Sunny really, so I don't notice. Well, dang it, it's not in here this time. And this is the perfectly pristine one. And I believe that the padded rooms cannot be ghost rooms. I'm pretty sure I haven't experienced a ghost in there. No one's really surprised by that statement because there's plenty of rooms that I haven't experienced a ghost in all the maps. However, people with a lot more time and energy and everything else spent in-game have... You know, that's what I've been told. And... so... I am inclined to... And I've heard it from more than one person. We are... in here. Let's just make sure. Yeah, it is 18 out here. Maybe could be this room. But I'm pretty inclined to think that it's the other room. Yeah. Because there's a tool on the floor. Okay, so here we are. Because, yeah, this isn't a creepy room at all. Please don't shut that door on me, ghost. Ever. I will probably cry. Because I am super that person that watches things like, you know, the Haunted Asylum or whatever movies. And, you know, half watches them. I walk out of the room a whole lot. You know, stuff like that. Because, yeah. And those little cell-like rooms, being shut in them. Ugh. Anyway. Okay, before I forget again, let's fix our counters. And deal with the squeaky chair. Okay, we have our ghost room. So, sanity is okay. Surprisingly. Let's get stuff in. So we've got the video camera, the dots, and the EMF. I'm not seeing on the activity board here anything that's like a solid, you know, up to 5 or up to 4 or whatever and straight back down. And Ghost came up here and turned off the power. Look, poopy Ghost. I appreciate having the power on. I don't need this light on anymore. This place is scary and creepy enough without you turning off power and making me work in the dark. I do not really want to work in the dark, thanks. I know that makes me no fun. I realize that you know, makes me extremely unentertaining. But I just don't feel like working in the dark, thank you. Okay, so where do we put the camera? It is going to let me put it all the way in the corner. Okay. I didn't think it was going to. Maybe it's a thing of because I'm in front of the camera, it'll let me get back there. If I'm behind it, between the camera and the wall is when it won't. which in real life would make sense. Okay. I mean, that was kind of a half-hearted levitate there, but, got everything in my hands? Yes. You know, we'll take it. It was a good try. Okay, so what do we need next? I am thinking we need a ghostwriting book. I mean, we need everything still. Or half of everything. We've got about half of everything in there. So we just need the other half. We are going to stare at this picture for a second. Okay. So in theory, they were claiming that they were teaching people to sew. I don't think I buy it, but you know. All the blood and the guts and the gore everywhere would kind of imply not so much. Alright, let's let this record for a second, see if it sees anything useful to us, and then we'll bring more things in. Well, it turned off the lights or something. Something changed in there, but not anything we can use. Okay, let's get our ghostwriting, our UV. Do that. Let's take pills, because I just would rather not have to deal with everything else. Ghosty turned off the power again. And down the stairs we go. Not that room. Oh, we do have feeties. We've got feeties. And we've got ghostwriting, which I couldn't record fast enough. Let's make sure that picture counted. It did. Oh, and we have an EMF 5. Okay. So, we got everything basically all at once. We got feeties and ghostwriting and EMF 5. Why is it still beeping? Weird things. Right, so it is a myling. And we're gonna blow this pop stand. So that we can do another one. I'm thinking maybe a house after this. Let's look at our objectives. We didn't do any objectives. We can do a couple of them. Let's do those. That way we can get some more things marked off, get a little bit more XP. And then we'll get out of here. Okay. We can use that for a sound. And the other was cleanse. So let's get rid of you and let's grab you. We're still at 85. I think I said before, I hate the parabolic. I find it very difficult. I feel like I don't ever get the stuff I'm supposed to get with it, or it takes too long, or whatever. But maybe we'll do the parabolic too. I don't know. I'll worry about that in a minute. Oh my goodness, and I'm looking right at it, and I'm all like flipping pet. Hey, blah, 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 blah. Alright, Ghosty, you want to make some sounds for me? Pretty, please. Cleanse the area near the ghost. We did. Is the ghost not in here? What the hell? Ghosty must have been wandering. Alright, well, we'll have to do it again, so we might as well bring down the parabolic when we do that. I know I'm funny, but I didn't think I was that funny. Okay, we have our two sounds. Which one? I bet it recorded the EMF 5 as the sound and not the candle blow. And that's fine. I don't care. We have our two sounds. Let's go get more incense and get a parabolic so that we can do the cleanse. I guess we'll just grab like all the incense. Try everywhere. Maybe we need to do it out in the hall too. I don't know. Okay. Let's just do more pills. We have no videos. I don't care. I just found it funny. So those of you who also play Phasmo, and I guess those who don't but just like to watch it, you probably have an opinion. Do you leave doors open or do you close them after you've like looked in a room? Because obviously I leave them open. And I know that there's, you know, for me, leaving them open lets me know I've been here. You know, I've been in that room, I've been in this room, like, you know, I've been there. Whereas if I close the door and I have to go back out for whatever reason, do whatever, then, like, I don't always know where I've been. Alright, we got the cleanse this time. And, but I know that the other theory is that, like, if it's a door touchy ghost or whatever, and you close the door, the ghost is going to open it again, the ghost is going to touch it, the ghost is going to... You are throwing stuff in there, Mr. Myling. But you're still not giving me a sound for the parabolic. That's what we're really looking for. Nope, but you are turning off the power. And since I have to go all the way up there to turn on the power, we're just... Gonna try not to get stuck on anything. We're just gonna call it and go. Now, yeah, I'm just curious as to what other people's strategies or thoughts are. Because, like, I get both. You know, I completely understand the strategy of, you know, of shutting the door, because that'll give you an idea. You know, then the ghost might open the door, especially if it's a touchy ghost, and then you'll also be able to hopefully get UV if you've got the UV with you or you're fast enough, you know, etc. I completely get that feeling about it. I just feel like I would get confused as to, like, not on a small map, not somewhere like, you know, Tangle or Woodwind or something, but on the bigger maps, I think I would get confused as to where I was and where I'm going. And we were correct with a Myling. Bum-bum! I will totally take the 5,000, thank you. And if the bone had been in the right place, it would have been in the exam room, where we definitely would not have found it. Alright, on that note, I think we are going to take a quick break. So grab a drink, get some snacks, use the restroom, do all the things. And I will be back in just a few minutes. Alright, we are back. I'm thinking that I kind of want to do a house. Let's do Ridgeview.
we're here. Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the
Okay,
investigation.
we have Donald Roswell.
The ghost here.
Video of the ghost, witness an event, and more parabolic.
Your investigation.
Okay. Video of a ghost. Video, video, video. What's up with us and Donald's today? The last one was a Donald, wasn't it? Alright, here we go. Okay, Ghosty. Where are you? Oh, it helps if you turn on the thermo. Maybe I'm just not... Like, maybe I've just gotten so used to... you know, starting with the power off, that's why it's throwing me off, but... It feels like no matter what the weather outside, the house or the whatever, the map is always like 20 degrees, 21 degrees. I meant to look it up and convert that to Fahrenheit because I don't know what that translates to. And like I think most people anyway, you know, we all play this game with it on Celsius. I also find it easier that way. Like, it's just easier for it to be on Celsius because 0 is 0 is 0. And, you know, that's a lot simpler than 32. Like, I would happily use Celsius if I could. I think that system makes way more sense. But again, what do I know? Okay, there's power. We still haven't found the object, I guess. Since this door is open, we'll go downstairs. Ghosty probably died falling down the stairs. But you're not down here, and there is not a circle down here. All of these houses, every single one of them. Like, I hope at some point, I don't know, the devs hear me or something, or somebody else that they talk to, you know, complains about it. Every single one, except for I think Tanglewood, there is no light switch to the stairwell for the basement. And it makes absolutely no sense. Like, there would most definitely be a light switch for the basement, like right at the stairs. Otherwise, you're going down underground, so it's inherently dark. And you're just asking to, you know, be dedged on the stairs, to just fall down the stairs, and yeah. No, we haven't checked to see if it's just a hallway ghost. It is not. So it is probably in this bathroom. No. Okay. I also haven't found the cursed object. So monkey paw is usually in here. And music box is usually in here. Right? And then tarot cards are over here. Oh, no, we did find the object. We found the Ouija board. Jeez Louise. Good grief. We are just losing it, y'all. Okay, you're in here. The... Okay, and where do we want to put toddies? How about on here? Hey, whoop. Trying to walk through the front porch. Now, I've got kind of a random question for everybody. What is like a weird snack that you love? And maybe weird, unconventional, something that like other people would look at and go, really? That never, like, I would never think of that, or something to that effect. I don't think any of mine are super weird necessarily. Like black olives, I will absolutely snack on, open a can of black olives, pour them into a bowl, and snack on them to my happy heart's content. Yeah. Shrimp, obviously cooked shrimp, but like shrimp cocktail, 100%. Let's see what it recorded. Flickering lights. We're not seeing orbs or dots. So let's get some more stuff in there. My dad had an interesting one. I still think it's interesting, even now as an adult. He liked green onions, or scallions, depending on what you want to call them. I've always used those interchangeably, but I'm not actually positive that they are interchangeable. They might be two different things. Anyway, that part's not relevant. So, like, when we would go to, like, my grandparents for Easter or a birthday or whatever, there would always be, like, this sort of little veggie tray on the kitchen table. Where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you far? Are you close? Where are you? Where are you? Are you old? Are you young? That's an EMF 5. Where's my camera? That is 2 EMF 5s. And we got a fingy. We got a fingy print. Okay, so we have an EMF 5 and we have UV. So... okay, I need to be more in the room. So yeah, there would always be this sort of little like snack veggie tray, whatever, and it would have green onions and radishes and then black olives and I'm not sure what else. It also isn't that important. And I mean, it was just always that way my whole childhood. And I don't know exactly why or how it came up or anything. But one day my dad was like, oh, you know, when I started coming over here, I would snack on these things. So then they started making like the, you know, that part of the snack tray kind of a thing. And like I said, to this day, I still think, turn off. Thank you. That green onions is kind of a weird snack. I mean, again, to each their own. Whatever, you know, floats your boat. You know, Ghosty, you don't have to laugh at me. Like, I'm aware that, like, I'm not great at this, and sometimes we just wander around aimlessly and can't ever figure out where the ghost is or, you know, where you are or what's going on, but you don't need to laugh at me about it. So, I don't know. Like I said, I think that's kind of an interesting snack. I wouldn't just grab a green onion and munch on it. I also know people who eat like yellow onions as if they were apples. And I don't really get that either. I mean, you do you. You know, whatever makes you happy, it's just not for me. Yeah, I cook with onions. I like onions in cooking, but I don't really like them raw. And again, that is a me thing. And yeah, like um and the I don't know what it just recorded, but it recorded stuff. I guess we should look and find out what it recorded. Fire extinguish and motion sensor. Alrighty. Yep, and we were just turning on stuff and turning off stuff and doing all the stuffy stuffs. Okay, so we are looking for... we need one more piece, right? I can say no ghost writing, no spirit box. I kind of think we might have a Goryo. There's no freezing. Orbs would be Opake. If I go over here and do this, let's see if it thoughtses. It's gonna take 4 million years, because Gorios are being really stinky lately. That's another EMF 5. Too bad I don't have a sound recorder. I do have a sound recorder. Cool. What if I turn out the light in that room? Get that hall light back on. Make sure we got those, because I'll be pissed if we don't. Oh, it didn't even count my handprint. Seriously? Hey, and it better count this handprint. Alright. I still think that we have a Goryo. I don't know what else it could be. So we're gonna mark Goryo, and we're gonna find out.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs
And
for
we
you.
were correct. Ba-ba-bum. Cool, and we got our video. We got our bone. We got all the stuff. Ooh, firelight and sanity meds. We want those. We definitely want those. Alright, let's get stuff. Sanity medication. Firelight. Let's get those turned on. Okay. I finally realized that this music has just been going in the background like the whole time. We're just gonna kicky some balloons for a second because I got out of the thing in order to turn off the party music. Like, I can't believe that I didn't realize that. Maybe that's been part of the problem with my sounds the whole game, is that we've had the dance music on in the background. I don't know. Okay, where Where to? Where to? Where to? Where to? Let's do another Bleasdale. Maybe it'll behave this time. And let's update our ghosty counter.
We've had no reports of violence, but keep an eye out.
Because we need to add 2 more on there. There we go. Right, Jessica Anderson, parabolic, ghost event, and photo of the ghost. Photo, photo, photo. I do really kind of feel like a lot of these maps look really neat. Like, you know, just the way the sky and the clouds and the trees and whatnot all move. Like, even the ones that they're gonna rework, I feel like are, like, the reworking part I totally get, but the outside ambiance I kind of like. Okay, no ghosty in the tea room. What about in here? Nope. Do we have power back here? We do have power back here. Okay. Good to know. What about in here? Okay, nothing in this back hallway. What about in the kitchen? Are we a kitchen ghost? We are not a kitchen ghost. Are you a dining room ghost? No. Come on, let me turn off both lights. Thank you. And you're not in here. And no Ouija board. Okay, we will come look out here. Are you out here? I don't like it when they're out here. Or is this just what the temperature is outside? I'm going with that's just what the temperatures are outside. Because all 3 of the rooms wouldn't be the same. Is it 3 or 2? So I know this is 1, and then the garden is another. Is that little side space its own room, or is it part of the garden? I don't know. I guess it's a question I'm going to have to ask. Alright, no mirror. And you're not in here. Oh, but Jerry is. Jerry's busy having a dance party there. You okay, Jerry? I'm not sure you're okay. No, we're just collecting skulls left and right. And the last bone was a skull, too. Okay, do we have monkey paw? No. Okay, I'm guessing maybe Ghosty is in the attic. I almost called it the basement. Got basements on the brain. Hey, was that the ghost or was that me that did the double flip? Ghosty, da 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 da. There is Lilith. She is chilling in the corner. So anybody who cares, we are gonna get her to scuttle away. There she goes. Okay, power's off. But we are definitely in here. Let's try getting coverage for this room is not easy. And we will go get power on, and then we'll go grab more stuff. What do we need to... I mean, we need to grab everything. So let's do video camera and dots and EMF. Video camera is pretty much always like the first thing I grab once we find the ghost room. And I have a couple of reasons for that. Well, maybe not a couple. A couple might be a strong word for it. But the main reason being that then we can immediately start doing things like recording from the van. Anytime we're in the van, we can take a look and see what it sees. Orbs and dots are always... Dots are not so much. Excuse me. But orbs I struggle with seeing. Like when I'm holding the camera. Somehow I see them much more often in the van, or the camera sees them more likely than even me. So that's kind of my main reason for wanting to have a camera in, like, pretty much right away. And let's get this hall light on. So that's why I do it. I am sure that there are other strategies, methods, etc. that work better for other people, work better, maybe even work better in general. that's mine. And Ghost is throwing things. I do really like this room. I think this room is very cool. Okay, that's everything in my hands. Yep, we got an EMF going off, so let's get a picture of it. It is just an EMF 3. From over there somewhere. The downside to it being an attic ghost is that we have to walk up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. This is definitely where multiplayer or being able to carry more things would be really helpful. Like, yeah, it is nice that the lighter doesn't count as one of your 3 slots. It's got its own extra slot. And, you know, same with headgear. Yeah, it's nice that those things don't take up your slots, so that way you do have the ability to kind of get some more stuff in. But, you know, we have to make 4 trips to get everything in there. Now that does include the first one where you're finding the ghost, so I guess 3 once you've found the ghost room. And again, that depends on what you're bringing in. If you feel like you need both dots, then yeah, it probably becomes like a 4th trip. If you need both ghostwriting books for some reason, you know, and not just because you're wanting to collect the extra media, but like, I don't know, whatever reason you might want both ghostwriting books. Like, you don't really know where it is. It could be this room or that room kind of a thing. Did you turn off the power again? Stinky ghost. And the dots are bleeding through the floor onto the ceiling, which I find kind of funny. We'll get power back on again. Then we'll watch the camera from the van for a minute or 2. And of course, on this custom, there's no sprint. So because of that, it also is slower and longer. And if there was sprint, we wouldn't be, you know, our difficulty multiplier would be lower. But also, You know, it would be a little bit faster to get up and down to the attic. Anyway, let's watch and see if we can see anything besides it moving the beads, which doesn't count, apparently. Nope, it's swinging the light. I don't think the camera caught that. Maybe the camera doesn't consider it something. Either, I don't know. Alright, we have ghost orbs. I don't love where this camera is, because I feel like this fabric right here is kind of in the way. But we still have our ghost orbs. So we've got at least a piece of evidence. Get you. What are our objectives again? Parabolic, event, and photo. And maybe you. And Ghost turned out the power. Ghosty really just likes turning off the power. Like, that seems to be its favorite pastime. Alright, power is back on. And away we go. Okay, well, we know Ghosty likes watching TV. And throwing stuff. Let's get you like here. Now we have feedies. So I put very specifically salt not on the carpet. And we've got freezing, which I've kind of figured we would because I thought we had freezing very briefly earlier when we walked in. Did I already get an EMF photo? I did. Ghost. Oh, we'll do this. Where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you far? Where are you? Are you old? Are you young? Do you like cheese? Do you like pizza? Okay. No ghost writing. UV. Freezing. Not a djinn because it keeps turning off the power. We have ghost orbs. No spirit box. Orbs. It's a Hantu. Alright, Mr. Hantu. We're just gonna leave you be. I've got all my stuff. Hopefully I'm right that you are a Hantu. And I guess you're a Miss Hantu. Isn't your name Jessica or something? Yes. So, I'm gonna leave you be. We're gonna go. I mean, you turned off the power. I'm tired of constantly turning it back on. And we're pretty sure we know what we found. So, yeah, I think we're done. It would be kind of neat if every once in a while, like, Slender Man would show up, like, right over there. I'm just saying, you know, like in Maple Lodge and stuff. Okay, we have Hantu circled. Let's find out if we're right.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
And we are correct. Bum, 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 bum. And it wasn't the best payout ever, but we also didn't do any of the side objectives, so there's that. Alright, I am going to take a quick break. We've got time for like 2 more maps, I think. 2 more games. I'm not really sure. But we're gonna take a quick break first, and then we will be right back. Alright, we are back. Now, I don't know why I just got reminded of this while we were on break, but I was scrolling social media, you know, like you do, one day, and I ran across this video about making meow-tinis. So, martinis for your cat. And it gets a little weird. As far as I can tell, because I didn't turn on the volume, I sort of half watched it. Because, why? I mean, this is right along with, like, catnip wine and stuff. Like, why would we, why? Anyway, as far as I can tell, it's the liquid from, like, canned tuna. And with, like, a little bit of cat food, like dry cat food, shaken into it. I don't get it. And then, you know, you garnish it and you just put it in a whatever. And again, like, I mean, pamper your cats, pamper your dogs, you know, spoil them all. Absolutely. But this is, you know, this is just going a little far. And I guess it's more likely to be popular to the cat than the catnip wine. It's like, I knew people out of sheer curiosity, you know, no seriousness about it at all. I knew people that tried, you know, picked up the cat wine, tried it, and you know, and I lost my train of thought, and the cat wasn't even interested. Like, you know, poured it, tried it, you know, put it out for the cat. Cat was like, yeah, right, like, I'm gonna drink that. I don't want that. And walked away. So, yes, this is probably much more appealing than, you know, we've, than cat wine, but still. Like, why? Why? I don't. Maybe I don't understand. Maybe I'm just weird. I don't know. But I don't understand why we would be, or why we'd be calling it funny names or working on it. Like, yes, liquid from the canned tuna or the canned tuna itself sometimes is beneficial for cats. It's good for their fur and their skin and stuff like that. But why are we trying to make it into like some fancy cocktail? And I'm not gonna. I mean, if I want to sit and drink martinis with my cat, I'm gonna sit and drink martinis with my cat, whether my cat has a corresponding drink or not. You know. And knowing my cat, because she's a spoiled girl, and she's kind of a brat, she would completely turn her nose up at it and be like, nope, I demand my kitty snacks and my kitty treats, and I demand that you move the dog so that I can go through the hallway, or whatever, you know. She is a very spoiled kitty. So I just had to share that all with you. Meow-teenies are now apparently a thing. Betty Sweeney. Motion sensor, sanity below 25. And capture a video of a ghost. So let me grab this stuff. And I will, and I guess we'll open the van, but I do, oh, we have fog. Alright, so I do need to answer, it's a work call. I know, it's my day off, and I'm hanging with you all, which is way more fun, but I gotta answer this real quick. Give me just a minute. Okay. Alrighty, we are back. I don't really know why that needed to be a phone call. I mean, I guess it was quicker than texting, maybe, but I don't know why it needed to be a phone call. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're back. That's the part that does matter. Alrighty, Ghosty Pants. Ghosty Pants, are you in here? No. And Ghosty Pants, are you in here? Also, no. Okay, we don't have any of the downstairs floors this time. Are you just right here, Ghosty Pants? Nope. The very faded, shattered map. But this really is like the game of the skulls today. We've had, what, 3, 4? All of them? I don't know. Okay, we have female wing. And we've got Jerry. So I think I did look it up. I did look up where the different things for the different tags for the monkey paw are. And I believe there's one like back here, like in the day room. It kind of makes sense. So we'll have to look. We'll have to look and see. This one opens in. They all open in, probably. Now that I've said that, we're going to run into a door that opens the other direction, because there's always one. There's always one that doesn't open the direction it's supposed, like, that you think it's supposed to. Are we in here, ghosty pants? Ghosty pants. Nope. Are we in the bathroom again? No, we are not. Okay, we can't go that way. That was weird. But you're in here. Okay, so if we were a tag... Huh. Okay. I'm trying to read the danger signals thing. I can't read all of it very well. Twitching and fidgeting, constant making faces, stammering and improper breathing, biting fingernails, walking aimlessly, making sounds, overly loud something, aggression to others, rocking, and other nervous something or other are mental danger signals. See the doc for special treatment. Let's not. Let's not and pretend we did. Okay, I don't see any tags, so my memory might be wrong. Anyway, let's get... Where should this go? There? Does that cover like most of the room, at least for now? Oh, there is this room back here. Maybe... Ha-ha! There's another one. I thought there was one basically in every wing. I wish the ghost was trapped. Okay. turn off the metronome. Hey, this is the only light in this room. Oh, you turned off the power in general. Mean ghost. My headlamp must be on because I can see Ish, but Ish is the main term here. Well, let's get the power on, and then we will go grab stuff. And I'm not really sure why I have the camera still in my hand. Because I didn't need it for the monkey paw thing. In fact, items. Let's look at how we're doing. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Okay, let's get more things. Okay, camera and dotses. Huh? Push the wrong button. Walking backwards. What are your plans? What are your plans for this evening or the rest of your Sunday? Or maybe your plans for the beginning of the week? Is anyone doing anything special? Anything interesting? Parties, birthdays, new TV shows, movies? What are we looking forward to? For the beginning of our week. Are we looking forward to anything? I know usually it's like beginning of the week, you know. But sometimes there's something to look forward to. I don't know if that's really any different. I don't know why it suddenly seems really dark in here with just this light on. I'll check tempies. I think we could get freezing. I think we could get there. Now I'm seeing things. Okay, let's go grab... We still need the other cruci in there, don't we? So let's go grab that. Let's grab EMF and ghostwriting. I think that's probably gonna be the best combination. And then we will go from there. We said other crew see EMF and ghost writing. Check our camera. Hit record. We've got Orbeez, of course, because we seem to always have Orbeez. But let's see if we get anything else. Nope, we got an interaction. Let's see what it is. It just got called an interaction. Well, that's not useful. Oh, I bet it looks kind of like the metronome is moving again. I bet that's the interaction. Well, we're about to find out. One of these days, I am gonna get stuck on a gurney. I know it. I totally know it. I'm gonna get stuck, and it's gonna be one of those times where, like, Ghosty is all the way at the other end of the hall or something, so I have to depend on it to wander far enough, come far enough down when it hunts to get me. It's gonna happen. It is gonna happen. I don't even know where I put the other crucifix. There it is. Hopefully that covers enough of the space, because if not, I don't know. Come on, get down to 0. Get down to 0. Oh, no, we're not going to. We're just gonna be meanie. We're just gonna be mean and stinky. Okay, so we still need to get UV in there. And Spirit Box. Yeah, because we have to try a Spirit Box so that the ghost can tell us that it was taken away. They're coming to take me away. Ho ho hee ha ha ba 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 ba. I don't remember the rest of the words. I probably need to make that like a sound alert or something. Well, at least we are almost to where the breaker is. At least. Okay, so I think we have a potential EMF 5. We are probably just going to call it an EMF 5. Because let's see. What do we have? No freezing, at least not yet. We do have orbs. I think those two things are likely. Or those two ghosts. You all know what I meant. Okay. We have UV, we have salt, and we have spirit box. Everybody's least favorite ghost hunting tool. Okay, I shouldn't say everybody. I'm sure there's someone out there that loves it, but everybody I know is not a fan. I mean, just like everything else in Phas, you kind of get used to it. I mean, we all know a few months ago, I avoided spirit boxing at all costs. I was not spirit boxing, no way, no how. You couldn't make me, except that I still would do it because I'd still have to. But I did it under duress. And now we still don't like it, but we do it. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, we got pizzas. We got Pete's. Alright, we are an Obake. We're at least pretty sure we're an Obake. We'll finish spirit boxing just in case, but where are you? Where are you? Are you near? Are you close? Are you far? Are you pizza? Are you friendly? Do you like me? Are you old? Are you young? Do we annoy you? Well, if we annoy it, it's not telling us. Is power out again? Yes. Okay, we're pretty sure we have an Obake. We've gotten none of the anythings, but we're just gonna take it and we're gonna go. Get out of this dark, dark corridor. So the kiddo has been pretty solidly in like her anime phase for a minute. And in, I don't know if it's typical teenage girl fashion or what, but that's what I'm going to call it. It's pretty much constant, like, oh, I want to show Papa this, I want to show Kayaks this, I want to show Kayaks this. She has her own nicknames for him, because, you know, she has a dad, so he gets a different name, and, you know, I want to show him this, and I want to show him that, and I want to do this, and I want to do that. And I'm over here like chopped liver. And yeah, screw it. We know it's an Obake, or at least we're pretty sure it's an Obake or Obake. I'm, you know, a pale Midwesterner. Obake is how I automatically want to pronounce it. Right or wrong, that's what I want to do. And we were correct. Ba-ba-ba-bum. It's not going to be quite as high of a payout because we didn't get any objectives and we got very little media. But we're still going to get to level 77 and almost to 78. I will completely take that. That was kind of a long one for feeling like we didn't get hardly anything. Although I did have to pause for a few minutes to take that call, so we'll go with that. Unfortunately, I do have to call it. We obviously aren't going to prestige today, but we probably will in the next week or so. And we made really, really good progress this week. I mean, I was on a bunch. I played a few games off stream, stuff like that. But we started the double XP week at level, 23? And we're now at almost 78. Like, I will totally take that. Absolutely. And once we hit Prestige 3, we're going to go down to, we're going to take things at a slower pace. We're going to do some challenge stuff. We're going to do, practicing 2 evidence runs, kind of, whatever we want. I'm not in a hurry to, like, race through all the prestiges. I took advantage of this and kind of tried to grind it because Prestige 3 does give us an achievement. And, the double XP was really kind of nice, so I took advantage of it to try and get there. But once we're at that point, like, we're not gonna grind real hard. I think we might work on the Sunny Meadows badge and the farmhouse badge. We'll probably work on getting towards those and doing some other fun stuff. I am going to be on tomorrow. I will be on tomorrow evening, probably around 4 p.m. my time, which is Mountain Time US. I will update my schedule and my calendar and all of that sort of stuff to be on tomorrow. I think we'll do the weekly challenge on Mondays and then just play some other stuff on Tuesday. I think we're going to do Water Park Sim. I know everybody's been doing it. It's crazy. And I feel a little bit like I'm jumping on the bandwagon, but also kind of late to the party. Because a lot of people have, quote-unquote, finished it. They've gotten all the achievements. They've gotten, they've moved on already from it. But every time I see someone stream it or something, I laugh my ass off, like, the whole time. So I think we're going to do some Water Park Sim on Tuesday. And probably, depending on how things kind of work out with adding in the Monday afternoon stream, we'll probably change the weeklies to being the first thing we do on Monday. And then that way Tuesday can be, like, fully, variety day, whatever the heck we feel like playing day. And then if we need a break from that, then we go do some Phasmo, but we're not trying to get, like, the weekly in at the same time. But we'll see. Nothing's carved in stone. So I will see you all tomorrow afternoon. I appreciate each and every one of you. I want you all to have a great rest of your day, rest of your weekend. Make sure to get some good rest for probably the work day tomorrow. My sleep schedule has been a mess. Just a total mess. I do really good for a week and then not. Like, to prepare for the kiddo goes to bed around like 10:30 for school, and I've been doing, and when she's here, I do pretty good with going to bed by like 11 because we have to be up at 7 to, get ready for school and all the things. And still, sometimes I end up needing a nap in the afternoon. And I do short naps, try to do kind of power naps, get far enough to get through the rest of my day, kind of a thing. But even still. So, get some good rest, get some good sleep, drink your water, drink plenty of water. None of us drink enough water. I know it. I'm looking at all of you. I know you all don't drink enough water because I don't. And so, like, I'm sure that you all probably drink more water than me, but we still all don't drink enough water. So make sure to drink your water, eat some good food. I think I am making rolled enchiladas for dinner tonight. I think that is my plan. I can't decide if we're going to do red or green, but that is my plan. And I I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate all of you, all of my lurkers, all of my chatters, everyone in between. I hope you all enjoyed this week of some extra streams and some kind of grinding. A lot of Sunny Meadows. I never thought I would do mostly Sunny Meadows because usually I am not a fan of Sunny Meadows, but we've gotten really comfortable with it, so we're not going to do any full Sunny runs anytime soon. Unless we do it on, like, Friendly Ghost to look around or something. But I will see you all tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Do something just for yourself. Water and food are important, but also so is self-care. So do something just for yourself. And I will see you tomorrow. Much love, everyone. Bye.